Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up? Anthony Morrison here. Welcome to tonight's Success Connection. Hopefully you're all good. No 5-minute timer, no 5-minute countdown. I've got babies trying to sleep tonight, and I have moved back to Florida, which is where I'll be now for the rest of the year. So I'm in a condo with my kids, my wife, and everybody all in one place. So it does make it a little more difficult for us for me to be real loud, turn cameras on, all that kind of stuff. So, and to be up too late. But hopefully you've all had a great week. I do not have my webcam on. Probably won't turn it on just simply because, well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm doing this webinar from my bedroom, and my wife, it would probably kill me. But by next week, I'll have a little office area set up here in Florida that I could do some work on, and we'll be able to dive in that way. So listen, this week I really want to dive into what we talked about last week with SETC, and really ask you guys a legitimate question. You know, how serious are you about this program? We sent out some emails to get more people on the Success Connection tonight. So for those of you that are new, and this is either your first time joining us, or maybe you've been joining me for 7 or 8 years and you took a little time off and you're back, thank you so much for being here. I'm excited to have you here. And I want to give you a quick overview of what we are doing. And then I also want to break down for you guys how to find clients, okay? Or how to find business, self-employed people that are going to help you make more money, okay? So what we're doing right now as a company is we're really promoting the SETC program. That's the Self-Employment Tax Credit Program. It is very similar to ERC. The only difference, of course, is that this is for self-employed people, not for business owners, okay? The great thing about this is, and I'm really excited about this part, is that the self-employment tax credit it applies to so many more people, right? And that's what we're going to talk about tonight, is how to find those people. It applies to so many more people than the regular ERC program did. This is money that was set aside for people during COVID, okay? They set aside money for businesses. That was the ERC and the PPC program. They also set aside money for people who are self-employed, and that is the SETC program. It is not expired, so we've got some time left on this program to be able to to be able to help people, right? And the way it works is the government has this money set aside. There's qualification process that you have to go through, and in order to go through that qualification process and file for the money and all that stuff, you really need a CPA. You need somebody who's got some knowledge of how this is done. And not everybody qualifies. So if a lot of self-employed people, if they hire an accounting firm to go do this, they get billed thousands of dollars, and then maybe they don't get approved. Maybe they don't qualify. They still have to pay for all the time. So we partnered with a company called Gig Worker that basically will do this for self-employed people for free. Okay, if you are a self-employed person and would like to see if you qualify for any money, you can go here. It's go.thsc.com/gig. Okay, and you can fill the information out and see if you qualify for any money. Okay, completely free to fill this out. Let's say you do qualify for money with the SETC program. You can qualify for up to right around $30,000. Okay. What happens is that the company, Gig Worker, that we work with, they will take 20% as their fee for doing the work only after you get your money. Okay, so only after the self-employed person gets their money. So if you get 30 grand, you send 6 grand to Gig Worker, you keep 24,000, and it costs you nothing, right, to go through this process, right, of getting this money that you didn't even know about. Okay. Well, the same thing happened with ERC. It was the same process with ERC. So how is there, what's the opportunity really for you as an affiliate marketer or a business person or an entrepreneur or just somebody that wants to make money? Well, as a partner of gig worker, which you can go right here, go.thesc.com/partner, okay? As a partner of gig worker, all right, what you can do is you can go in, and you can get paid for any deals you refer to them. So if you let's just say you refer a business that gets 30 grand, gig worker takes 20%, which is 6 grand. All right, so that's their fee. They will turn around and pay you 10% of that fee for sending that self-employed person to them. So you make $600 on that deal. Now, it doesn't sound like a ton of money, but let's go through the process. How much money did you spend to make that $600? You spent nothing. How much knowledge did you have to have? Really none. Did you have to understand internet marketing? Nope, you didn't. You didn't have to do all the things that you have to do with internet marketing, okay, to be successful and profitable. And that's the reason why I've really started leaning into these affiliate programs like this, because one of the things that I found is that people are motivated, people want to be successful, people want to make money. The barrier to, and the wall between you and the money is typically one of two things, either money or knowledge. You either don't have the money to acquire the knowledge, right? Or you don't have the money to take the knowledge that you have and actually spend money on ads and things like that to make it work. And so with this particular program, you don't have to do that because you don't need any money and you don't need any knowledge. You really just need the drive, you need the desire, you need to actually care enough about making some money, being successful, and doing the thing in order to make it work. And if that's you, and if you feel like you could make some money with this type of affiliate program that again is free to join and free to promote and free to the end user, they don't ever spend a dollar until they actually have the money, well, then this makes a lot of sense and you should go to the link. It's go.thesc.com/partner, and that will get you signed up to be a part of this. Now, I will tell you that from what we've seen, we're over $600,000 in deals. But last week I made a deal with you guys. I said we're gonna give away some money. I want all of you to set a target goal of 3 leads. So putting 3 people into the system, meaning get 3 people interested that are self-employed to apply for the SCTC program. And I said the one that puts in the most deals will give you $1,000. I was baffled when I looked at my account today and saw that we've put in 2 deals since last week. 2 deals. Now that's just not acceptable. How many of you feel like that's unacceptable for all of you to be doing this, right? And literally have 2 deals in a whole week? Just say yes if you agree with me. Okay. There we go. I see lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of you saying that. And that is the truth, right? There's just no, I don't think there's any real reason that we can't put in more, more jobs, or like more people, right? And so what I wanted to do is give you a list. I said, okay, all right, what would be the reason why you wouldn't be doing this? Well, what maybe it's just because you're sitting there trying to think and you need a toggle, right? You need somebody to kind of toggle your brain into what are some self-employed jobs, like who are people that are self-employed. So let's just go through some. All right, landscaper. All right, all of the people that are doing your landscaping, okay, qualify. These are self-employed people. So you can literally drive through neighborhoods and find potential deals. Go up to these people and say, listen, I know this might sound crazy, but this is what I do. I'm a broker for gig worker, and we are helping self-employed people qualify for the SCTC money. It is a tax credit. You do not owe any money on it. You don't owe any taxes on it. They'll do it for you for free. They'll cost you nothing. All I need you to do is go here and fill this out, right? Pretty dang simple, not that difficult. There are landscapers. We're turning into summer right now. Landscapers are out every single day. I said I can't even walk out of my house and not see 50 landscapers. So landscapers are all around you. If you want money, go talk to these landscapers because I can promise you they want money, right? There's drivers, okay? These are I mean, this is your Lyft, your Uber, your limousine companies, your personal chauffeurs, your Instacart drivers, right? Like there's a lot of these are a lot of people, right? Like a ton of people that are self-employed, okay? And they're all around you, right? Literally call an Uber, talk to your Uber driver, go to the airport where the Uber drivers sit. They literally sit in a line at the airport. All you got to do is go to the airport and have a conversation with them, right? Now, does that require some effort? Absolutely. Does it require you to wake up and actually do something? Sure, it does. But it doesn't require you to have a specialized skill or any specialized knowledge. It doesn't, make the smarter person or the person with more money have any significant advantage, right? Everybody is on the same playing field. What about photographers? Okay, tons of photographers are self-employed, right? You'll see these types of people everywhere, and they're all over the place. Like that's just kind of the way that it is. There's tons and tons and tons of them, and so check them out, right? Get in your, go on your local Facebook group and find photographers in your area and reach out to them, right? And see if they are if they are interested in this and can you help them, right? There's also social media specialists, okay? So there's all these social media specialists. That's a new thing, right? Where people are specialists for social media and they help you with your social media. There's tons of them. They're all self-employed, right? There's not some big company that's social media specialist. Like this is people that are self-employed that are probably in your local area. Okay. There's another one that I know most of you probably are not thinking about, but transcriptionist. Okay. So transcriptionist, probably a little harder to find, but you could probably find them on Facebook in groups. You might have a friend or know a friend of a friend that knows a transcriptionist. And you don't realize these are people that are self-employed. Okay. They're self-employed people that come in and obviously, listen to speeches and live speeches and such, and then do this. There's graphic designers. There's no shortage of graphic designers. Just, literally, I don't know anybody that's done this yet. Just get on like Fiverr, find the American graphic designers, like the people that are doing gigs on Fiverr, right? Like go message all of them and tell them, hey, I got a way for you to make money or, get a tax refund. It's free. Check this out, right? Graphic designers are it's just a great, there's just so many of them, right? Like you're fishing in a big pond. This is not a small pond, okay? Another one I've mentioned is hairstylist, okay? Hairstylist, there's just so many of them. And what's great is if you go into a salon, most all salons, and I can't say everyone, but most all of them, okay, are just renting chairs. They're not employees. So if you go into the salon and you talk to one person working in the salon, you're probably talking to 8 or 10, right? So think of how many salons are in your local area or within driving distance of you. Go map it out and go on a mission to go talk to all those salons about the SCTC money, right? Think about that. That's a huge, huge, huge opportunity, right? What about tutors, right? Easy to find tutors. They're listed everywhere because people need tutors for their children, all right? Tutors are self-employed. These are people that are earning an income without working at a business. They're self-employed people, and they're people that could qualify for this. What about event planners, right? These are people that do, kind of one-off jobs, right? I mean, there's big event planning agencies, but then there's just people that do event planning, right? So go look up event planning, right? And see who in your local area is doing event planning. And by the way, it doesn't have to be people in your local area. You can strike up a conversation on Instagram or Facebook or text message or even the phone with event planners in any city in America, right? But if you want it to be in person and feel super personal, right? Then obviously you can start with the ones that are local, right? We have a lot of these in Mississippi, makeup artists. Okay, these are the people that come, when you're doing sets or when you're like, for instance, weddings and things like that, and they're the makeup artist, right? And they come, they do their thing, you pay them, and they leave. They're not working for a big company, they're just simply working for themselves, right? And so going through this list, I spent some time just researching the list myself to try to share it with you because I feel like if you have this list, okay, you have a starting point for who you're going to tackle. Like, what are you going to tackle this week in terms of getting deals done? Because it makes no sense to me whatsoever that as a community, we put in 2 deals in the last 7 days, especially when I offered if you put in 3 deals, all right, at least 3, that I'd give you $1,000, right? Somebody's going to win $1,000, and we put in 2 deals. It's depressing, right? So hopefully this is giving you some ideas. What about writers, right? This is people that like ghostwriting, right? That's people that write books for other people. A lot of times those people are self-employed developers. Okay. Now, when I talk about developers, I'm talking about like coding, right? So you can look up and find coders and developers online. Same thing with videographers, right? Like think about these types of people, videographers, coders, developers, like these are, you know, there's tons of these people, you know, and that's what's so crazy. There's web designers, right? Like all these people, and I think that's what a lot of you probably, sorry, what a lot of you probably forget, or maybe just don't recognize, right? Is like, who are all of these self-employed people? Let's talk about real estate agents, okay? This one is huge because there are tons and tons and tons of them, right? Like tons of them. What about construction workers? Okay, so construction subcontractors. That's your bricker, you know, your painter. I don't know why it's recorrecting me, but like your painter, your framer. So like go out on the job sites, okay, and look at the people. And I mean, this is your people that, do tile flooring and all this stuff. Like go out on there and look. What about artists? Like these are people that are, that are just literally artists. They're self-employed, right? But they're artists and they're trying to, um, they're trying to build their business as a, obviously clearly as an, as an artist. Um, there's so many, and we could go through so many others, right? Like just so many others that are available that you can start to talk to, but you just haven't gone and done it. And that's why I'm putting this out here and I'm saying, okay, what are the, like, what about cleaners, like house cleaners? What about nannies, right? These are all people, all right, that are self-employed, right? That are doing this stuff on their own, and that it would be very, very easy for you to talk to and easy for you to find. That's the thing. Like, so easy for you to find these people, right? And that's I think probably the to be honest with you, I think that's the biggest thing is lawn care and nannies and obviously talking to
you know, talking to people like hairstylists and stuff. They lead, one leads to another, leads to another, leads to another, leads to another, right? Real estate agents, you know, things like that. These are people that are going to constantly be bringing more business to you. And so it makes no sense not to go and talk to them. Now, I've given you a list here of a substantial number of types of people, right? That you can, you know, that you can reach out to and that you can talk to and that you can work with, right? So you really don't have an excuse to not go get a deal done unless you are just simply not going to do it, right? Which, if that's the case, well then okay, right? That's fine. But the reality is that I want you to know, like, if you want to make money and if you want to be successful with this, you can. Like, here's a list, right? Like, here is a list, and this list gives you a huge jump start, right, on what you need to know in order to find these types of people. So there's really no specific reason why you can't or shouldn't be able to find any deals, right? The only reason that you wouldn't find deals is if you are not out there actually doing this. You're not out there really looking for it. You're not out there actually making it happen, right? And my hope, obviously, is that you would be out there and you are doing it and you know, you are giving it a shot, right? But when I see 2 deals put in a week, you know, I kind of have to look at that and say, all right, now wait a minute. How many of you are really focused on this and really doing this? You know what I'm saying? So I want this to be a gut check week, right? Because I get on here every Thursday, okay, and I spend a lot of time trying to motivate you guys and to help you guys, um, you know, be successful in the things that you do. But it's difficult to stay motivated when I get on and I offer you $1,000 and you put 2 deals in, right? When I know that you have the potential to do so much more. I know that you have the potential to be massively successful. I know that this program has the potential to absolutely crush it for you, okay? This is all local, by the way, all right? So this is what calls local ideas, okay? Because this is all people that you can go to locally, okay? And then we're building a funnel for you, all right? And that funnel starts off with an opt-in page, which is going to send people to a VSL, which is going to send people to sign up, all right? This funnel I'm going to have next week, all right? But I'm not going to give it to you unless you put 3 deals in, because this will obviously help, you know, this will help businesses sign up, but then funnel 2, okay, is going to be opt-in, VSL, and then it's going to be sign up as a broker or affiliate. And this builds your, call it sub affiliate army. Okay. And what this is going to do is this is going to help you build a lot of people like you, because the way that this program works is you'll make the 10%. Okay. When you put a deal in, you know, for a business owner, I call it a business owner, but you know, somebody that's self-employed, right? But let's say that you talk to your friend, you sign your friend up as a broker for gig worker, and your friend goes out and does, you know, $500,000 worth of deals. Well, gig worker's going to make 100 grand on those deals. They're going to pay your friend 10%. Okay, so it should be 10 grand. They're going to pay you 5. They're going to pay you 5 grand. Why? Simply because you referred them, right? You referred that person that brought all those deals. So there's 2 ways to make money with this, guys. There's getting the deals done and then getting other people that work with you to get deals done, right? But you need to go through the process. You need to understand this process, and you need to actually do this for yourself if you're going to be successful. Now, what I want you to do this week, and I think it's very important, is I want you to sign up at our Facebook group.
okay? It's go.thesc.com/ERC group, but if you go there, you'll see that I've changed it. It says SETC. We've got the SETC banner up there. We're talking about SETC. It's now our SETC group. We just haven't changed this slug, okay? So I want you to join this group, and I want you to tell me how many deals you're gonna put in this week, all right? And if you put in that many deals this week, I am going to give you $50 next week, okay? So let's just say you get on there and you say, I'm gonna put in 3 deals, all right? If you put in those 3 deals, I'm gonna send you $50 next week. Now, it's gonna have to be proven, legitimate, no BS deals. So we're gonna look at the deals, make sure they're real deals, but if you put real deals in, I'm gonna pay you, right? Next week, $50, right? And I think this will motivate you, because all you got to do is put that 3 deals in. Just say, I'm going to put my 3 deals in to get my $50, whatever, right? I'm going to put 3 deals in. If you want to put 6 or 9 or 10 or 12, that's just going to make you more money. But if you put at least 3 deals in between now and next Thursday, I'm going to pay you $50, okay? Plain and simple. I'm paying you to go do the thing that's going to pay you. But that's because I know this will motivate you, and I know that if I motivate you, you will go and do this, and it can help you make money, right? And of course, downstream, I make a little money too, right? So I'm still getting a little override if you do a deal. So I want you to do deals, right? So if you haven't signed up for this program yet, go now to go.thesc.com/partner. Sign up as an agent. We have somebody that's now working round the clock to get your links out and all of this stuff done, okay? So everybody should have their links now. If you don't, you can sign up again, but it's probably just going to your spam. We have put everybody in. We've invited everybody that's requested to be a partner to be a partner. If you sign up now, by tomorrow morning, you'll have your email and your links ready to go, okay? I verified that. I can tell for sure it's happening. We've got a process in place now that's working. If you are a self-employed person that wants to just see if you get some of this money, go to go.thesc.com/gig. I want everyone to go to go.thesc.com/ERC group and say, I'm going to put 3 deals in. I'm going to put 3 SETC deals in, okay? If you do that and you do put those deals in between now and next week, I'll pay you $50. If you don't post in the Facebook group, I won't pay you. The whole point of this is to motivate everybody in the Facebook group to come on the Success Connection, put deals in, and get deals done. Okay, so hopefully this has been a helpful, project for you, or a helpful process for you tonight, by going through all the different types of people. Where can you find them? Developers and writers and videographers and wedding designers. Like, these are all people you can find online at Fiverr and Upwork and all that stuff. You can also find them in Facebook groups in your local communities. You can also find them by driving around, right? So make sure you have what it takes to move forward and crush this, okay? And all it takes is the desire, the motivation, and the commitment. That's it. That's all it takes. So I hope you all have a great weekend, a safe weekend, and you do a little something this weekend that other people aren't doing. Do some work, make some stuff happen, okay? And if you do, I think we can help you crush it, and I think you can make a massive difference in your life, both today and in the future. Right? So go now to the Facebook group, go.thesc.com/ERC group, post in there that you're going to put 3 deals in, get signed up. And next week I am releasing the funnel, and the funnel will be to those of you that have put 3 deals in. So make sure you get your deals in. All right. This is the last chance and last warning. Make it happen. You're here. There's no reason to sit on the sideline. Get in the game, do it. We did almost 400 million with ERC. I think we can do more with this, but it only is going to happen if you start. So let's start right now. Make it happen. You see the links on the screen. I'll see you all next week right here, same place, same time. Take care, everybody. Good night.